Hello everyone. Let's know how to write an email. And first of all, let's understand what is an email. Email is one of the most widely used services on the internet for receiving and sending messages. This form of communication is now popular among the people of all ages. It has replaced telegrams and the letters due to the advantages we get from it. What are the advantages? That email is speedy, very fastly we can send. It is usually a free service. It has reduced paperwork. It is economical way of sending messages. Emails are of two types: formal emails and informal emails. So what is the difference between them? Formal email is used for official and formal communication, whereas informal email is used for personal communication with friends or relatives. Now let's see the format of email writing. First we have to write the date. Then from. From means who is sending that sender's email address. To whom we are sending that person's email address. Here we can write 2, 3. Suppose we have to send the email for many of the people. That everyone's email address we have to write in 2. Then it will go to everyone. Then subject. Subject should be precise. Precise means accurate. Accuracy we have to maintain here. It should give an idea of the content. In shortly, we have to give the idea of the actual content of the email. It need not be a complete sentence. There is no need to write the subject in full sentence. Shortly, but in precise way, we have to present the idea of the content in subject. For example, if you are inviting for a birthday, then how you are going to write the subject? Invitation to a party. If you are applying for a job, application for job. In this precise way, we have to present an idea of the content without using a complete sentence. Then comes salutation. For informal salutation, you can write dear Sita, dear Seema, dear that person's name. And for the formal email, you have to write dear sir, dear madam. Then it comes content. In content, you can begin with greeting. Hello sir. We can begin. Suppose you are giving reply of someone's email. Then you can start with thanks for your letter or thanks for your message, thanks for your information, and then start writing. Or come to the point immediately. Suppose you are not replying for any message or there is no need to begin with greeting. You can directly start with the point immediately. Subject matter which you are going to write in content can be divided into paragraphs. And in this content you must avoid using SMS language short forms. The SMS language we use in mobile phone, that we have to avoid here. And at the end, subscription. In subscription, with love, with regards, or yours sincerely, and at the end, name. And when you complete writing your email, then you have to make box around it. Let's see the example of informal email and try to understand it. First, date. 15th March 2020. Date always should be written in this form. First date, then month, and then year. 15th March 2020. From seema@someplace.com. The sender's email address it is. To asha@someplace.com. Receiver's address. In from, you have to write sender's address, and to the receiver's address, to whom you want to send. Then subject. As I told you, subject should be precise and need not be a complete sentence. Invitation to a party. With a precise way, the subject has given here. And without using a complete sentence. Invitation to a party. Then salutation. Dear Asha. As it's an informal email, she is writing Dear Asha. Remember Sunita, She was with us in primary school and then left for Mumbai. She is coming to Delhi on Saturday, 18th March. I have invited her for lunch on Sunday. Please, you also come. She is very keen to meet you. I am sure your parents will not object. We'll have great fun. See you soon, and at the end, name of the sender. Now let's see the format of formal email. Example of it. Date 10th March 2020. Same way. Date should be written always in this way. First date, month and then year. From principal@sunshineschool.com to staff@sunshineschool.com. Principal is writing this email to the staff members. Subject, change in winter break. What is the subject of this email? That the change in winter break they want to inform to the staff members. Salutation, dear teachers. The content, the school will observe winter break from 25th December 2020 to 4th January 2021. Now the change they want to inform, that now the winter break is from 25 December 2020 to 4th January 2021. Instead of reopening on January 2, 2021. Earlier they have decided to reopen the school on January 2, but now they are increasing 2 days and now the school will reopen on 4th Jan. So this change in winter break they want to inform. So what is the easier way to reach to the people? The email is the easier way to convey the message to all at a time, with the easier way, with a simpler way. And at the end, principal, the name of the principal. I hope children you understand how to write informal, formal email. It is too easy to write. No need to worry about it. Now, let's see some more things about email. Now student, let's know more about CC and BCC. Actually, these two things we should not write while writing an examination. But when we actually write an email to someone, we definitely going to come across with these two, CC and BCC. CC means carbon copy and BCC means blank carbon copy. In CC, we write the email address of the third person to whom we are going to send our carbon copy of email. That third person's email address we write. Actually, we don't want to send the email to that person, but we kept the carbon copy safe with that person. So we are writing the third person's email address in CC. Why we do this? This is done so that in case the email has got deleted by the sender as well as by the receiver, so there is no need to worry because the carbon copy of email is safe with the third person. In BCC, we write the fourth person's email address. And we do same thing as we done in CC. The carbon copy is sent to that fourth person. But here the only difference is that it kept secret from the receiver. About CC, the receiver is known about the CC to whom we are sending the carbon copy. It was known by the receiver. But here in BCC, which person's email address we are writing, this thing is kept secret from the receiver. It means in CC and BCC, we have to write the email address of the other persons to whom we are not sending the actual email. Only carbon copy we are sending. And the main difference between CC and BCC that about CC, the receiver is knowing about CC. But BCC, to whom we are sending this BCC, is not known by the receiver. And writing about CC and BCC, it's completely optional. No need to write in examination. Now student, take some examples for practice. One formal and informal email you have to write. Your grandfather sent you an expensive wristwatch on your birthday. Send an email expressing your thanks to him. This is an informal email. And the next one, as the sports head of new public school, send an email to the school captain informing him of an inter-school football match on Sunday, 5th November 2020. You are a sports head of new public school and you want to inform about the football match to the school captain. So write an email to the school captain and inform about the school football match on Sunday 5th November 2020. I hope you understand everything very well. Thank you.